We were looking to create a modern, calm, considered space based on biophilic principles, using natural materials and natural elements to bring the outside in using layered textures and materials. The front of the home is actually north facing and the original part of the home. So part of the design ethos was to lean into the darkness of the front of the home and make it a very dark space to be drawn out to the garden and into the light of the large extension. And because it was the original part of the home, we kept the original feel of the herringbone flooring, but it felt for the modern extension that it made sense to completely change the flooring and extend the modern part of the extension out into the garden, and this was the new open plan space. We had a strong vision for the kitchen and the brass finishes, so it had to be a colour that complemented the very dark dominant feature, and the floor is obviously another dominant level in the space. So we got some samples, the architect gathered some samples and we had them out, and we looked at them at different times of the day with the light to see just how that would work in the space. And ultimately the cool grey came out as the best choice because it's a nice kind of base colour and a base level that everything else worked really well with. What we enjoy about our polished concrete floor is the reflections, the tactile surface. It's not a cold surface to touch, particularly with underfloor heating, and it's just that seamless, clean lines for us just sets the rest of the furniture off and the zones off, and it just makes everything feel very visually calm. One of our favourite aspects of having the polished concrete floor is how we have it externally as well. It just extends the room out into the garden and it makes the spaces feel completely connected. And it's like having another room outside, and there's no barrier between the inside and outside, they're one space. I think the polished concrete really helped achieve one of our goals, which is to create social space within the home. Because there's no visual break lines, we can move seamlessly between the dining area, the kitchen and the lounge area, and it feels zoned but not prohibitive. And then also we can extend out into the garden, and again it feels part of the same space because it's just one continuum. I think it's got a really good finish, and I think it's worth the effort and the time. And it's a really nice reflective surface, and it just gives that clean lines that makes everything else sing, so there's no visual noise. Concrete's in a sets, I feel, the furniture and everything else off.